Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'd like to answer this question of the correlation between social anxiety and teeth grinding, because I've seen people ask this question of why do I grind my teeth in social situations, or let's say I'm doing public speaking, or I'm just interacting with friends, talking to my family, or even talking to my boss, or just those situations which involve human interaction, like you just find yourself grinding your teeth a lot, and sometimes of course that feeling can be so embarrassing that you even end up avoiding those situations. So basically what we need to understand about social anxiety is it's just plainly simply defined as that feeling or that nervousness in social situations. So when you're nervous in social situations, you do tense up, like you do feel a bit of tension in your body. And if you investigate closely, you realize that sometimes you do clench your teeth, like it's like you really dread those situations. Like, have you ever dreaded something or feared something to the point where you end up just clenching? That's the same thing which happens when you are in social situations. So the more you clench your teeth in the anticipation or during those social situations, the more that habit becomes, the more that behavior becomes habitual. And you may tense those muscles, like those jaw muscles, maybe as a way to relieve some tension, or generally as your body's response to a threat. Because now when you are socially anxious, it means that social situations are threats to you, and when your body faces threats, of course the general response is to fight or fight or flight. So now for you, these social situations are now like triggering that flight and fight response of your body as a defense mechanism to protect you from those social situations. So the more that response is triggered, the more it becomes habitual, to the point where anytime you are faced with a social situation, you end up clenching your jaw or grinding your teeth, because now your body has become accustomed to this aspect of, for this person to survive in social situations, this person has to clench their jaw. Yeah, so that's the correlation. Now that's why we need to understand that teeth grinding in itself has never been a problem. It's what's triggering it now, because your social anxiety is triggering your teeth grinding. We need to also understand that social anxiety in itself is not the real root cause. It's being triggered by something else. It can be maybe you don't believe in yourself, or let's say your parents kept shouting at you when you were young, so you end up developing this fear that if you speak up, or if you speak your mind in social situations, people will reject you. So it goes far back to an original cause which led you to get to this point where you dread social situations. Yeah, hope that makes sense. So if you find yourself in those situations where you are grinding your teeth in social environments, or when you're interacting with friends, just pause and ask yourself the question of, like, what are you really trying to avoid, or something like, what's scary about interacting with a friend? Are you afraid of being judged? Are you afraid of being criticized? Are you a perfectionist that you want to present yourself as this person who has it all in life? You realize that behind that socially anxious you, there is a reason, or there is something which is driving it, or which led to this social anxiety. And all these things you develop to overcome the social anxiety, which is now, it can be teeth grinding, other people it can be daydreaming, it can even for other people it can be avoiding social interactions. All those things are not your true self. They're just mechanisms which protect you from facing the social situations. Hope that makes sense, guys. So a coping mechanism comes in to offer you some protection, but at the same time it prevents you from dealing with the reality of the situation. Until next time, have a wonderful week.